Hello, my name is Jordan Shaw. I currently live in Sacramento, California. I am a student at Liberty for the Bachelor's of Science in Aeronautics. Originally, I'm from Ohio. Moved around a little bit now. Joined the Coast Guard when I was 18, so that kind of covers my job. Active duty Coast Guard. So a little bit about that, I guess. I went to boot camp in New Jersey. It's an 8-week program that we did, and then after that I got stationed in Corpus Christi, Texas. From there, did about 3 years waiting for schooling. Went to A school after about 3 years for Aviation Electrical Technician, which is AET for the Coast Guard. There I spent 6 months of that school in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. From there, got stationed on C-130s, which is a 4-engine cargo plane in Kodiak, Alaska. So that's where I was at for the last 4 years. From there, I was basically an electrical technician for the aircraft, as well as we were aircrew members. So I started out as what's called a basic aircrew, which is basically the guy that's in the back, basic knowledge of the aircraft in case something happened. You could kind of report it, help isolate, help troubleshoot while on the plane. After that, I moved into a position called radio. Our radio men basically ran all the comms that we needed for the flight. So if we had to talk to boats, search and rescue, if we had to basically keep our guard or in contact with somebody while we're flying so they know where we're at, that's pretty much what the radio men did. As well as kept track as any passengers and forms and stuff we had on the plane. And then after that, I became a navigator. That's kind of like the bread and butter. You're like the higher tier in the plane as an avionics standpoint. So you're the go-to guy if any avionics issue happened. But you also ran the navigation of the plane. Granted, the pilots are the guys that are the ones that are basically doing everything as far as the setup, the flying and all that, but you're there as a backup. You're there to help them out, to kind of reduce the stress and the amount of workload that's involved in flying a big aircraft like that. So we did everything as far as briefing approaches. So we have a navigator class that basically teaches you IFR, is what it essentially does. The rules, the regs, the do's and don'ts. So that was what I did for the last 4 years. Now I'm stationed in Sacramento. I work and fly on C-27s. They are a Spartan aircraft. It's a 2-engine cargo plane, not as big, but tons of power, so it's a fun aircraft to fly. As far as hobbies, obviously aviation is a big hobby of mine. I love fixing and flying. I have my pilot's license already. I'm currently working on my IFR right now. I'd say other hobbies I have, the list is kind of endless, but during the winter I love snowboarding. I love being outside, doing camping, fishing, hunting, hiking, pretty much anything that gets me outdoors. I play a lot of sports. Coaching, baseball, I like to golf. The plan after this course, so I'm currently just starting into this course. This I guess would be considered like the freshman year version of this, but I already kind of came into it with my private, so a lot of that stuff was knocked out. And then a lot of my stuff transferred over from military experience. But after this course, and I'm assuming it means the aviation survey, would probably be, I think I'm taking my commercial after all this and getting all that stuff knocked out as quickly as I can. What would I like to learn from this course? Well, after the preview of the course, I've kind of realized that a lot of the stuff I'm in with kind of every day. So I think a little bit more in-depth understanding of maybe the airport manager and what all is involved in that. I think that would actually be kind of cool to own your own airport and have all the facilities and repair stations and everything on there. I think that'd be pretty sweet. I look forward to looking at all your guys' intros and studying aviation with you guys, and can't wait to hear back. Thanks.